This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Chief Minister Karunanidhi takes a dig at Captain Vijaykanth, says half his salary is black money and they cannot talk about corruption. Officials remain mum on the next Chief Information Commissioner of Tamil Nadu as AIADMK skips the meet. RTI activists and lawyers show the red card for the top contender. Private schools now take the legal route, move the Madras High Court against the Govindrathan Committee demanding a high fee structure. The Tollywood drug scandal now has a Collywood twist with Trisha allegedly being named. She denies her role and calls it a conspiracy. And as the nation celebrates Onam, we battle it out at the Onam Sadhya competition.
First person to complete a Sadhya,
Yes.
Onam Sadhya.
Hello and welcome to News Tonight on NDTV Hindu. I'm Ramanath and those are the top stories we're tracking. Let's now take a quick look at the stories making national headlines. Security sources tell NDTV that they need 3 months but have only 2 weeks to secure Commonwealth Games venues. Government gives into the political pressure. MPs will get another 10,000 rupees in tax-free allowances. Naveen Patnaik says the Prime Minister has assured him that he will give a push to the POSCO project. Meets Jairam Ramesh on the Vedanta mines issue. Yamuna's level continues to rise in Delhi. Over 900 people evacuated and 100 camps set up. Google tries to please both the dragon and the tiger in yet another map controversy. It calls the Chinese bordering Indian states disputed. Manila hostage drama ends. The gunman is shot dead. 7 hostages also dead. Well, the top story today, Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi has lashed out at the DMDK President Vijaykanth for the latter's comments on the DMK and the AIADMK being corrupt. In a statement today, the Chief Minister turned the tables on Vijaykanth and called him corrupt instead. In fact, Karunanidhi went on to say that Vijaykanth gets most of his salary as black money. This comes a day after Vijaykanth announced that he would like to lead an alliance and that people of Tamil Nadu should shun both the DMK and the AIADMK as both these parties, according to him, are corrupt. In fact, Panrupi Ramachandran, Presidium Chairman of the DMDK and the right-hand man of Captain Vijaykanth, joined us and said that these allegations were baseless.
See, it is one thing to accuse a person by tax evasion, and it's quite another thing to indulge in corrupt practices. Mr. Vijaykanth's allegation is Mr. Karunanidhi has indulged all along in corrupt practices and amassed disproportionate wealth to his earnings. So, what Mr. Karunanidhi says is that whatever salary Mr. Vijaykanth got, a portion of it is turned into a black money. I think Mr. Vijaykanth has hard earned his money and his income, and he has never indulged in any corrupt practice, and he has never held any public office to indulge in corruption also. So this is nothing but utter nonsense on the part of Mr. Karunanidhi, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. It only speaks that he has a grudge against DMDK, which is being now emerging as an important force in the political scene of Tamil Nadu. We represent the present generation. The present day youth in Tamil Nadu is our strength and support. And we are a fledgling party. It is only 5 years since DMDK was formed, and we are not hasty. And we will learn to wait in politics until our time comes.
Well, for more on that and the political situation right now in Tamil Nadu, we are now joined by our senior correspondent P. Mohammed from the newsroom. P, now that the DMDK is also saying that it will only lead an alliance and the DMK going all out on the war of words with the DMDK, what are the various political formations possible now in Tamil Nadu ahead of the elections?
Ram, if you take the present position, there will be 4 formations for the 2011 assembly elections. One formation is the formation which is intact DMK Congress alliance on the one side, and the ADMK, MDMK and the CPM, CPI and the smaller parties put together, another big group. And another alliance which Vijaykanth is talking about is his own alliance. No, he will lead the alliance but Congress is in no mood to go with Vijay Gandhi if he leads the front. Congress would always like to lead the front, or it will go with either the DMK or the AIDMK. So the possible formations are DMK led one, AIDMK led one, DMDK led one, and another one led by the PMK, because PMK is neither with the DMK nor with the AIDMK at the present position. If the present situation continues for another 8 months, when the elections are 9 months away, the 4 formations will be there for the 2011 assembly elections, Ram.
Right, Peter, I request you to hold on there. There's some news just coming in. In fact, speaking of alliance, there is news just coming in. Ghulam Nabi Azad, the in charge of the Tamil Nadu Congress, has hit out at those who are speaking against the Congress DMK alliance in Tamil Nadu. For more on that, our political reporter Shabir Ahmed now joins us on the phone line. Shabir, what more details do you have on this statement?
Well, finally, the Congress High Command has intervened to put an end to the activities of the local Congress leaders lashing out at DMK. In fact, this has come immediately after the DMK's pressure that the Congress High Command should intervene, should put an end to the leaders who are targeting the DMK every now and then in the state. In fact, just 5 minutes ago, Ghulam Nabi Azad made it very clear that people should not talk against DMK Congress alliance, and in future, if any statement made by any leader of the party, this will not be tolerated. And he also made it very clear that even EVK Silongovan made a statement that he is speaking on with Rahul Gandhi's mandate with him, and it was Congress High Command's instruction. He made it very clear that nobody has been authorized by the High Command to make any comments about the alliance. So that is something quite clear, that this comes just a day ahead of DMK's crucial meeting tomorrow, because DMK has convened its parliamentary party meeting tomorrow at Anna Arivalayam, and that is why Congress has given this reaction. And in fact, just to pacify the DMK and to make sure that nothing goes wrong with the alliance, Ram.
Right, Shabir, thanks a lot for joining us with the latest on that statement. If I can get back to you, Peer, now, we have seen in the past few weeks that there have been minor problems with the DMK and the Congress alliance. But what the DMK Congress combine is also one of the definite possibilities ahead of the polls.
Yes, Ram, the DMK Congress alliance is not likely to break at this point of time, because whatever the leaders have spoken, if you take either the Karthi Chidambaram or EVK Silangovan, they have only said that we cannot be bonded laborers to the DMK in the upcoming elections, and they have put pressure on the DMK so that they can get more seats. Now, they got about 40 seats in the last assembly elections. They want to increase the number so that they can have a say in the formation of the government after the 2011 assembly elections. And they are constantly building up pressure, and the Congress High Command was silent till today, because tomorrow DMK is meeting, and DMK may put up pressure on the UPA government in the parliament in the ongoing session. They have intervened at this point and said that, put an end to all these squabblings. Yeah. Right, P.
Thanks a lot for joining us on that story and all that analysis. Moving on to the other big story, a high-level 3-member panel which consists of the Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, Law Minister Durai Murugan and Deputy Leader of the Opposition O. Pannirselvam were to meet today to select the next Chief Information Commissioner of the state. However, the Opposition Leader O. Pannirselvam has stayed away from the meeting. The meeting started even as the opposition seems to have given the meeting a miss. However, officials are being tight-lipped about what happened in the meeting, with no information being let out on the decisions taken. In fact, the Personal Administration and Reform Secretary Venkatraman refused to tell us who the new CIC was and what happened in the meeting.
We just wanted to know something. I can't say.
Now, even as the selection process for the CIC, who is responsible for ensuring transparency in government processes itself, is shrouded in secrecy, sources say that the outgoing Chief Secretary K. Sripati is the top contender for the job. But not everyone is taking that positively. RTI activists and lawyers are up in arms as they say and allege that when it comes to transparency, he has a bad track record, although political parties seem to have given him a nod. Lawyers and activists allege that K. Sripati has particularly acted RTI in some instances and is biased.
when the complaint was to be examined by the Director of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption, Mr. Sripati influenced him as a Vigilance Commissioner, you postpone this, you don't do this now, it's not very important. So that kind of influence, he had exercised when he was the Vigilance Commissioner. Such a person should be preferred to hold the, very important post of Chief Information Commissioner, is not correct.
Nobody knows why these candidates were chosen, who have applied. Nobody knows that the government was looking for commissioners, that they are going to appoint a new one. And so this absolute lack of transparency is a huge concern.
In fact, social activist Nityanand Jayaraman, who has been very active in using the RTI as a tool for activism, also joined us and said that it's the entire process of selection which needs to be changed, and that process affects the very implementation of the RTI Act.
I think the primary issue is the fact that there is no process. We don't, or if there is a process, we don't know what it is. If the Right to Information Act is all about transparency, then we have a right to know what the process is, who has applied, who can apply, where is the advertisement, calling for applications for the post of the Chief Information Commissioner. It is very clear in the Act that it is not just former bureaucrats that are required to be commissioners.
Now, in the latest from the Tollywood drug scandal, there's now a Collywood twist to this story. Actor Trisha has been named and reportedly cropped up in the list of celebrities in the Tollywood drug scandal. Trisha has come out with a statement, although denying her connection with the Nigerian drug peddler. NDTV spoke to the actor Trisha's lawyer, and he also said that she was quite upset and indignant at his attempt at maligning her. He also said that he was in the process of initiating legal action that could be twofold, that of demanding compensation and of initiating criminal proceedings against the media house that carried the news. The Telugu media house in question, meanwhile, denied the charges, saying that they had confirmation of the news before it was carried. And just to tell you about when that scandal began in the first place, at least 65 high-profile actors, actresses and sons of politicians could be in trouble in Andhra Pradesh after the Hyderabad Police Commissioner disclosed names of high-profile people who are apparently high on drugs. Thus, after the arrest of a Nigerian drug peddler along with siblings of a popular Telugu film star, Nigerian national Chima Clement is accused of supplying cocaine to prominent actors and actresses in the Telugu film industry. Now, the Joint Committee of the Private School Managements today filed a petition in the Madras High Court asking the court to stay the implementation of the recommendation of the Justice Govindarajan Committee. The committee, which looked into the issue of overcharging by private schools, recommended revised fee structure for the private schools. The recommendations came into force from this academic year. But the school went on to appeal to the committee. The committee refused to hear them. The management's attempt to meet the Chief Minister Karunanidhi 2 weeks on this issue also proved to be futile. Justice Dhanabalan ordered notice to the government on the case, and the petition is posted for hearing on Thursday. Now, the second phase of counselling for MBBS seats began today, but what is significant this year is that the state has seen a spurt in MBBS aspirants thanks to the additional medical colleges opened this academic year. But will this mean that the shortage of doctors in government hospital will come down? Minal Shah reports.
2 new government colleges, 2 new self-financing colleges this year, resulting in over 250 additional seats, along with the incentive of first graduate students getting a fee waiver. No wonder MBBS is in demand this year. As medical counselling enters its second phase with over 168 seats open for allotment, there is hope that the dearth of doctors will come down.
As the number of doctors are increased, definitely the patient-doctor ratio will be increased.
In fact, through the month of August, the government will appoint nearly 800 doctors for hospitals across the state. With more medicos being trained under the government quota in self-financing medical colleges, parents and students are not complaining.
It's a good thing for our country, and many doctors can come from that, and many people will be benefited by that. And the scenario should continue in deemed university also.
Allocating seats in private medical colleges is a constructive move which will improve the quality of education in respect of medical field.
The second phase of counselling ends on Tuesday. In Chennai, with Minal Shah, Pratiksha Ramkumar, NDTV Hindu.
Time to take a short break, but on the other side, all the national news, and it's the battle of appetites this Onam on NDTV Hindu. More on the other side. Stay with us.